Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's class on Sales Masterclass. My name is Ayo Gidon. I am a sales person, I'm a salesman, and I've been in sales for over 20 years now. So you can be sure that you're in good hands, and I have hands-on experience about sales from different industries, as a matter of fact. So whatever it is you're selling, it's basically the same principles. A little tweaks here and there, but sales is sales. And as long as you're dealing with people, it's the same principles. All right, then. So if what you want to do is excel in your sales endeavor, whether you're a rookie, newly employed in a sales job, and you're wondering how you're going to sell what it is they've given to you to sell, or you've been in the sales journey for a while, but you still need help, you're in the right place. This is where you should be. So, straight to it then. I would want to start with something I called understanding your audience. So, whatever it is you're selling, be it product or service, it was designed for a specific audience. It was designed with a specific audience in mind. Now, how much do you understand those people? What exactly do you know about them? And I'm not talking about mind reading and all that now. Human beings are products of characters, habits, and all that. Do you know what they like? Do you know what their habits are? Do you know what makes them tick? Do you know what makes them decide on the things they decide to buy? You know, so that's what we're talking about. You need to understand them. You need to know where they are. You need to know how to find them. You need to know what influences their decisions. You understand? So that's where I would like to start with you. I mean, there's a wise saying that says knowledge is power. I mean, and in sales, it's the same thing. You are only as successful, or you are going to be as successful as the quality and amount of knowledge you have about your product, service, or even your audience. So let's start with the audience. So, I mean, know your tribe. Imagine a perfect customer that you're going after. What are the demographics? You understand? Like I said, let's even assume you want to do a digital marketing campaign, sort of, and you want to target your audience. What are the parameters you're going to set? You need to sit down and study this. You need to understand exactly who they are, so that even digital marketing, be it Instagram, or Facebook, will take you directly to the people you are looking for. But you must understand them first. You understand? So, the second point, pain point powerhouse. I mean, like I said before, what are their pressure points? What are their pressure points? What are the things that make them decide, on what they do? What are the problems that they have that your product can help them solve? Because really, we don't just go after people for going after them sake, so to say. You don't create products or services just to amuse ourselves. Products and services were created to solve problems. So you need to understand that these people have problems, and then when you can match the two, well, this person has this problem, I think I have the solution. Then sales is easy. It's just a matter of finding who needs what you have. Like I say, if you've found something, a secret, something that has helped you solve your problem, you would be keen on letting someone else know about that solution. So the whole process of passing the idea, conversing with the person, telling them about that solution that you have, that's a sales process. And when you get them convinced to buy that, then you've made a sale. So it really is as simple as that. All right. I mean, there are cases, for instance, where maybe a prospect has told a young salesperson that Oh yeah, yeah. You see all these things you're trying to sell. We've been through them before. Stuff just to discourage you. So there was a story told by Zig Ziglar a long time ago about a young sales guy that went to see an executive in the office, and he was trying to sell insurance packages. But then the guy was like, I recently engaged in this business, I recently went through this expense, I recently did this, I recently did that, I recently did this and did that. So I'm sorry, I cannot buy this product from you right now. And the guy took, the sales guy took a minute to think about everything he has said. And he said, okay, so now imagine you with all the expenses you've counted now, all the stuff that you've gone through, the unexpected expenses, bills, and all that. Imagine you having a fire hazard in the office right now with all that you've spent. You're going to be wiped out. And the guy thought about it again and said, "This is true. I actually need a buffer." And so a fire insurance package was sold to him. So that's how it is. You have to be able to dig through what they tell you, the excuses and all that. Dig through it. It's not really about trying to be stubborn and all that. No, no, no. Just take your time. Dig through all the excuses, and I mean, if it's the right person, you will see the reason why that person needs to buy, and you just have to confront them. It may not be then, it may not be an immediate transaction, but the person will keep it behind his mind, and you will know that okay, I have to get back to you. So that's how it is. It's as simple as that. All right, the sales journey. I mean, let's mark up. Let's just map out a successful sales journey from, let's say, pitching to closing. I mean, from prospecting. Okay, maybe we should start from that. How do you decide on your prospects? Like I said before, remember, you only go after people who need what you're selling. There's no point going after somebody that doesn't need it. It will be a waste of your time, a waste of your resources. So it's important that you find people who need what you're trying to sell. That's where your power would be. That's where your efficiency is going to come in. I mean, if it takes you time to identify these people, don't mind. It's not a problem. But go through the time. Make sure you identify your target audience, the people that really need it. You understand? And then go after them. You understand? You have to take your time to dig them out, you know. And then qualify the champions. So for people, I mean, you would, if you think about your need process as a person, you would find out that you have things that are necessary but not urgent. You find things that are urgent, you understand, and you have to act on now. You understand? So you have to categorize your prospects in this category. Some people would say, okay, this is a need for me. We're a young couple. We are growing. So at some point, we're going to need to buy a house. You understand? But because we just got married, we're still okay renting a 2-bedroom flat for now. But as our family grows, we're going to need to buy something we can grow into. So for that person, there's a need. They need a house, but it's not now. So categorize them as such. You understand? So all this are very, very important. You have to qualify. You have to properly qualify. That will save you time and save you energy. So you're not going after people who you're not supposed to waste too much energy on. You just keep following up on them, keep calling once in a while to let them know you're still there. Whenever they're ready, you are there for them. You're ready to, because there are so many people competing for the same client. So if you get out of the picture, somebody else will take over. So you must stay close, but don't waste too much energy on it. All right, presentation perfection. I mean, the power is on the pitch. You understand? Create a good pitch, create a good pitch, colorful with good pictures and all that. Something that can paint the picture. The whole essence of a pitch is to create a picture of what you're talking about in the heart and the mind of the prospect. And if you can paint the picture good enough, vivid enough, that the person can see it, see themselves driving that luxury car, you understand? See themselves living that lifestyle that you're trying to, pitch to them. Yeah, if you can do that, then you've won them in the mind. You've captured their heart, and then it's not going to be so difficult from then on. I mean, yes, a transaction is concluded when you meet people who have the need, who have the resources to buy, and it's the right time for them. Okay, so and then onto something I like to call objection obliteration. So you need to realize that it's not everybody that you're trying to pitch a product to that will just tell you, yes, bring it, I like to buy. Especially when what you're selling are not FMCG products, fast moving consumer products. In some cases, you may be selling luxury cars or houses or stuff like that. So you need to understand the fact that this kind of sales are not going to come like instantly like that. There will be concerns in some cases. There may be long waits. But when you have concerns from a prospect, things like objections. So I would give you an instance. There was a situation, there was a scenario where I was trying to sell a prospect 3-bedroom apartment somewhere in Yaba. The location was awesome in terms of the investment. The location was awesome. It was around the barracks place, so security also assured. But then there was an issue. So the development was going to have 64 units. So then this person was like, I want to move from where I am currently. This may be where I would stay and it may not be. But in the situation, in the instance where I decide not to stay here, I don't see myself living with 64 other families and all that. So because of that, it took a friend also to look at the place, and then he just came back to me and said, okay, I'm not buying the place. For these reasons that I've stated, I'm not going to be buying this apartment. And I said, okay, I took his concerns, his objections. I went back to the developer. You can't tell the developer who is building 64 units not to build 64 units because somebody says he doesn't want to live with 64 people, different families. That's not possible. But then, I tried to tell the developer to call him and also make some assurances about organization of the property, organization of the residents, making sure that parking lots are well allocated and things like that, because those are some of the concerns that this person raised. But then the developer was like, look, from experience, once somebody says they're not interested anymore, it's hard to convince them otherwise and all that. So they were so willing to drop it and just move on with their lives. So, but I thought, okay, rather than just let this person go, especially in an economy that is struggling, sales is so hard to come by for real estate these days. Why not see what else we can do? So I asked the prospect, what if when you look at this place and you see that, because it's all in your head, you really haven't seen how the place will be well organized and all that. You haven't seen it, so you don't know whether or not this concern that you have in your head is actually, real or not. But it is your concern, and it's valid. But what if in the instance where this place is fully built and you see that you really cannot you live there, what if we're able to help you sell it for like 20% more what you're investing right now? And this is all within an 8 months period, because the construction was going to be done in 8 months. And then he looked at it and said, okay, the the inflation rate in the country right now is, quite frankly, over 50. This may actually be a better store of value for my money right now if I buy it, and then in 8 months, if I don't like it, I sell it. Like, it was going to buy the place for 65 million. And then the developer was assuring him that by the time we are done with this place, if you don't like it, this 3-bedroom flat, I will buy it from you for 80 million. That's guaranteed. Of course, that changed the whole situation. And was like, okay, if you can guarantee me, then no problem, I'm going to buy. So, the point is, take the concern, process it, don't just dismiss it and be willing to move on anyhow like that. Take the concerns, process it, see if there's anything you can do from your part, from your company's part, to allay this person's fears, or to make sure that, the solutions, way around the concern. So that's something else I think you should really, really know. It also would give the prospects the impression that you're willing to move mountains for his sake. So that's good. It's a good point for you. So apart from this, I'm also going to tell you that you need to understand your sales process. Sales process for products and services differ. You understand, from your prospecting to your pitches to how you generate your leads, to your funnel, to your follow-up, to your follow-through, to closing. You must make sure everything is like well itemized, so much so that any new person that comes into your organization can just look at the manual and then know what to do. You understand? Everything must be well and clearly itemized. All right. So let's talk about closing the deal and closing with confidence. One of the difference between somebody who is a salesperson and somebody who is just trying to sell is the ability to close. Salespeople are, I liken them to tigers. You understand? They go for the jugulars, and if they smell blood, they see that, okay, there's something here, there's something good here. They don't let go. So if you see that, okay, this person is responding well to your sales pitch, and all that, you're monitoring the body language of this person, the facial expressions. This person is in agreement with you and all that. Don't be afraid to say things like, so can I pick up the check tomorrow, sir? Should I send you the offer letter for this property? So when would you like to close on this, sir? Just say something or do something that would give the impression that, okay, look, it's time to do this. Let's do it now. Why wait? You understand? And then also, you must always let people know that time is of the essence, especially in a situation, where we have these days that the price of everything is going up, and a month's delay can change a lot of things. The property or the product that you're trying to buy now, if you delay for 1 month, the price may change, with over 30% price increase or something. So why delay? You understand? There are people who, because of a few weeks delays, are not able to buy the cars that they wanted to buy. Venza, for instance, used to be about 6.5 million. The same Venza is about double that price right now in the Nigerian market. So, let the person know, why waste time? Especially where you have payment plans, you understand? You can just commit with as little as 20-30% and then spread the rest over 6 to 12 months. So prompt, push the person, commit now, don't delay. So that's closing, and it's very, very important. As a salesperson, you must not be shy to ask people for their money. ask them to drop money, because until there is consideration, we are not in business. You understand? Drop money, drop money. When you drop the money, yeah, then we're in business. So always be willing to, you know. And there are different types. We have the assumptive close. Assume they're on board, like I told you. Assume they're on board. Phrase your questions in a way that guides them towards a positive decision. Like I said before, like the example I gave. Should I pick up your chair tomorrow, sir? It's a good question to ask. You understand? And the urgency clause, like I told you also, I gave you the situation of the, inflation rate in the country and how prices of things are changing. You have to let the person realize that. You have to let the person that this thing is urgent. You need to make up your mind now. Now. Time is of the essence, and then the summary clause, recap everything, you said the benefits, reiterate everything, the benefits of, doing it and doing it now. Itemize everything again in case the person has forgotten, and then with a confident closing question, ask that. There are so many examples I can give you. One of such is a client that has been having problems about how to store value and all that, and then I came across this person. So it was easy for me to nudge him that, look, you've lost each time you hold on to your money. In my opinion, first of all, real estate is the best store of value, especially in a country where the inflation rates are going off the roofs, because the value of properties in Nigeria right now, the rate at which they're appreciating because of the rising costs of building materials, is almost at the same rate at which the naira is depreciating. At the opposite side, anyway. You understand? So as the naira is going down, the value of properties are going up. You understand? The prices are going up fast. Like a property that I bought, for instance, for 11 million in 2022 is now 35 million. Less than 2 years. You understand? So, the same, if I had kept 11 million with myself since 2021, since 2022, what would the value of that 11 million be right now? The car was probably able to buy, that maybe you would have been able to buy for 11 million that time. If I decide to buy that car now, that car is probably like times 3 that same price now. You understand? So the value of 11 million has gone down. Whereas because I put 11 million in that property, it has gone up by what percent now? Imagine. So that's it. So those are examples that I put to this person, and we're able to close. Person was able to make up his mind to buy a property. So it's always very, very important to know how to position these things. And then, of course, when you know what this person's problem, the person you're talking to, when you know what that person's problem is, or you know what that person's challenges are, then you are able to better put all these things into, channel them into a closing argument for yourself, good closing points for yourself. So something else I would like to talk about now that's very, very key for a salesperson is relationship building. Look, if you're a salesperson and you don't like people, I think you should find another profession. If you're a salesperson, you must like people, because the success of your career, profession, lies with people. You're not going to sell to ghosts. You're not selling to angels. You're selling to human beings. You must be able to relate. You must be able to meet somebody for the first time and strike up a conversation. You understand? Make friends easily. When I first got married, my wife used to complain that, look, must you greet everybody? Must you know everybody? You understand? Must you be friends with everybody? Now, I like to categorize the relationships I have with people, not everyone is my friend, although as much as possible, I try to relate with as many people as possible. But I know that, okay, these are colleagues, these are prospects, these are acquaintances, these are my real friends, people I can depend on, you understand? So you try to categorize, don't mistake a prospect or a client for a friend. No, don't ever do that. But you must be able to build relationships. You must be able to build relationships. You must be able to start from meeting the person for the first time to maintaining that relationship over a period of time till the person trusts you, till the person sees you as an authority figure in your field, and the person sees that, okay, I can trust this person as far as decision making in this area is concerned. That's another thing. People must see you as a professional. They must see your opinion as important. There are people today who, before they buy a property, they will call me and be like, Ayo, let's visit this place together. What do you think about this property? Should I buy it? Well, that's important. That's something that is extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. Before you get to that point with people, you must have invested in that relationship over a period of time. So you have to see it as a secret weapon. You understand? When people open up to you, wow, there's so much you can achieve. There's so much you can achieve. You have to listen, actively listen to what they're saying and what they're not saying. You understand? I mean, I have closed, I have closed sales with people just by, I mean, we're having a normal conversation, and out of that conversation, something came out that suggested that this person had this problem. I was looking for this solution. You understand? And because I had access to that solution, it was easy to close. So you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to the needs, concerns of people, what they're saying, what they're not saying. I mean, in every conversation, really. You understand? Because a prospect is always around you. A prospect is always around you. As a salesperson, you must be alert to them at all times. Become a trusted advisor, like I said before. You must get to the point where people see you as a professional and that your opinion to them matters. I mean, I'm not talking about one or two people that trust my opinion as far as real estate is concerned. There are loads of people that would call me and be like, what do you think about this? Okay, we want to sell this. Should we put it in the market now or should we wait? Stuff like that. People would come for your opinion. That's power. That's very, very important. And then you need to understand the power of follow-up. There are people today that I've been following up on since probably 2014. I've been following up on them to buy properties, and up to now they've not bought any. But am I still in touch with them? Yes. Am I still following up with them? Yes. You understand? So don't get discouraged because somebody told you no and then you just stop. I mean, there was a particular person that I was following up with him for so long to buy a property, and then I think in 2013, I'd been following up with this person since 2008. You understand, about properties. I was introducing different properties to him. And then one of those days, I called him up and I said, okay, look, so I have this property in Ikoyi. It's a 4-bedroom maisonette and all that. I described it and all that. And he said, okay, bring the offer letter to my office tomorrow. And that was it. The same person I'd been following up on for years and had been telling me, I'll think about it. Not the right time and all that. And he just said, okay, bring the offer letter to my office. And he made up his mind in a week. 1 week. The same person. So that's how it is. But don't ever get tired of following up on people. You must stay with it. As a salesperson, you can't get tired of follow-ups. You must follow up to follow through. And then continuous improvement. The only room you must have in your life as a salesperson is the room for improvement. Is the room for improvement. And then sales is a mindset, really. How good you are is about how you see yourself, how confident you are. Remember that you sell yourself first before you sell anything. You must sell yourself first. People must see you a certain way. They must see the confidence oozing from you and know that, okay, this person knows about what he's talking about. Then all those kind of confidence comes when you equip yourself with enough information about your products, about your services, about even the industry you are in, the person you're talking to. You have information. You have information. Information safeguards you from doubt. You are not jittery when you have information. So information is power. you know then ask you one question, you can answer. You are not like, please can I get back to you on that? You can answer instantly because understand, and they know that you're not a novice when it comes to these things. So sales is an ever-evolving field. Ever-evolving field. I mean, we have things like digital marketing now. Can you even use it? You understand? And there are other, I mean, even on the digital marketing space, there's so many options that you have. You must update yourself with these things. You must update yourself. You can only be in one place at a time, but through digital marketing, you can reach so many people over a wide spectrum. You understand? So evolve with the time. Focus on continuous improvement and regularly ask for feedback from clients and colleagues. You can only see what's in front, but other people can see you. So where you may be lacking, they will give you feedback. Understand? Stay updated on the latest sales techniques in the industry. I've told you that. Set and track personal and professional sales goals. Do you even have goals? You understand? Do you have goals at the beginning of every quarter? I mean, first of all, beginning of the year, have the major goal, and then break them down into quarters. Break them down into months. Break them down into weeks. Daily stuff. Because what should I do today to move like 20 steps closer to achieving my goal? What can I do today? What can I do today? So if you approach it like that, it will not look burdensome. It will not look like a big deal. Then gradually, and then you can make it fun. You can make it fun. I always say, sales is an attitude. You understand? It's a way of life. It's a way of life. It should be fun to you. It should not be something that scares you. It should be something that brings joy to you. You understand? So that's how you should perceive sales. It's a mindset, like I said. And then reflect on your sales experiences and identify areas for improvement. One of the things sales experiences can do for you is to be like, okay, so I think one of the highlights of my real estate career, my real estate sales career, is when I sold a property in Ikoyi for about 5 million USD. So I always go back to that and I'm like, if I can sell a 5 million USD product, okay, first of all, what's the price on your properties? Are they up to 5 million per unit? You understand? And then that's already helps my psyche. That if I can do that, at the peak of that, I can do this. You understand? I mean, I'm not saying we don't have properties a lot more than that, but I'm just saying it's not so common that you find properties in Nigeria these days more than that. But if I could do that back then, it gives me confidence. And also, you also can look at where you made mistakes and improve as well. You understand? But never stop improving. Never stop improving. And never stop learning. Attend sales trainings, read industry publications, and network. So if at any point in time as a salesperson, you find that your sales are drying up, you find that you're not having good leads, you're not having good prospects anymore, then it's time for you to change your circle. Your circle has dried up. That's what it means. Your circle of friends, your circle of contacts. Yeah, it's possible that circle, maybe something happened in their industry or something and funds are drying up or something like that. You need to change that circle, expand your circle. You understand? So that's what it means. And then before you know it, you're having prospects, you're having good leads again. So I'm going to stop that there for now for this class, and then I'm so eager to get your questions so we can answer them appropriately, and I will move on to the next class. Thank you very much.